Why have they again changed the cathedral to a masjid for the second time? Why at this time? Answer: they have done it at this time because Turkey is a member state of NATO. Full stop. Full stop. I don't have to go beyond that because I have students who have the capacity to think. MashaAllah. MashaAllah, I have students who have the capacity to think. The government of Turkey, the Supreme Court in Turkey, has acted on the cathedral at this time to transform it into a masjid once again because Turkey is a member state of NATO. That's why. It is a master plan at work. And it should not be so difficult for you to read between the lines and to connect the dots. They are preparing for war. And it would be beneficial, it would be helpful if they could use a Muslim people, a Muslim country, which is a member state of NATO, as a Trojan horse. First of all, get the whole world of Islam to support Turkey. This is the new leader of the world of Islam. That's why Turkey acted as she did over Adnan Khashoggi. Get the Muslims now to consider Erdogan to be the new Sultan, the new Khalifa. This is the new hope for the world of Islam. So when the war begins, you'll have lots of Muslims going to fight on this side, the side of NATO. That's right. Like sheep, and like goats, and like cattle. They'll be fighting on the side of NATO. And get the Muslims to have hatred in their heart for the Orthodox Christians. Not Washington, no. Not London, but for Moscow, and for Athens, and for Belgrade, the Orthodox Christian world. And so when Muslims have hatred for these Christians, and all the Muslims are supporting Erdogan, now the war can take place. It will now be advantageous for NATO. When will the war start? We know, because our Prophet ﷺ has prophesied. The day is going to be a great war. He called it the Malhama.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا اليهود والنصارى أولياء بعضهم أولياء بعض ومن يتولهم منكم فإنه منهم.
Allah said, don't take the Jews and don't take the Christians as your friends and allies. Is he talking about all Jews and all Christians? Only the schoolboy would say so. Proper methodology will easily lead you to the conclusion, no, Allah could not be talking about all Jews and all Christians, as we'll see in a moment. But then which Jews and which Christians? The answer is in the words which follow. بَعْدُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ, who themselves are friends and allies of each other. In other words, the Quran is anticipating something astonishing. The Christians accuse the Jews of the killing God himself. You can't do worse than that. The crucifixion. When that Christian-Jewish, Judeo-Christian alliance comes into being, don't take them as your friends and allies. But Allah goes on to say, وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُ مِنْكُمْ فَإِنَّهُ مِنْهُمْ. If you turn to them with friendship and alliance, you belong to them. You no longer belong to us. So if you choose to be friendly with Washington, because the Judeo-Christian alliance has already come into being, it is the Zionist Judeo-Christian alliance, which has NATO and its military arm, if you didn't know it. And you choose from day one to remain friends with Washington. What is your status? What is the status, I have to say, of a Saudi Arabia, which has been a client state of the United States from the time they took over that country, from the Ottomans? What is the status of all the other governments ruling over Muslims, which maintains friendly relations with Washington and London and Paris and Bonn and NATO and so on and so on? And you now become members of these organizations in defiance of Allah's command in the Quran. What is your status? We are prohibited by the Quran. But there are people who don't hear, and there are others who don't want to hear. So what can we do for them? Answer: leave them and move on.
Mm-hmm.